all sorts of different skill sets, verbal, nonverbal, you know, intense maladaptive behaviors, not so intense maladaptive behaviors. You name it. We've worked with all sorts of individuals. And again, we've adapted it, you know, to their needs, to their skill set, ability, and things like that. But for the purposes of today, we'll just focus on a group of 3 participants that did participate in that one of our initial pilots, and they all had similar skill sets. For the purposes of this, we wanted some inclusion criteria, just to make sure our data looked good. So they were, their average age ranged between 9 and 15, all diagnosed with ASD, but they were not at the time enrolled in any ABA services. And then some of that inclusion criteria also included, you know, we wanted them to be able to walk from point A to point B, have some listener responding skills, because again, one of our major focuses was following instructions. And then we wanted, you know, at least a little lower frequency or less intense maladaptive behaviors. And then parents had that goal of running at least a minimum of about 10 trials per week, maybe 1 or 2 trials per day. So the methodology, we utilized that single subject design, where parents were initially trained, again, during that onboarding session. We had those bigger goals, kind of that, you know, more socially significant goals that Melissa touched on earlier. You know, I want to be able to get myself ready while my you know, child is getting ready for school. I want them to be able to get ready on their own, you know, different things like that. And then
turn this into a screenplay. The boxes are in the back behind the safe door. We want box number 167. Yeah, it's right on the highway with good access. That works for you. You can get out quick, but it'll also work for the cops. Speed up their response time. Okay? Okay. We've seen what we're gonna see. Let's go to the garment factory. Now, when you hit the bank, you're gonna need to hack into its security system. I've written a neat little program that'll do most of the work for you, but it's probably a good idea for you to familiarize yourselves with it. You, in the passenger seat, I've sent it to your phone. Now take it for a dry run, keep your hands steady, and maybe the wet run won't be a disaster. I'm calling Paige. She's my assistant. First, she's gonna get us what we need. Then she's gonna saw me in half. No? Didn't like that one? You don't make it easy. Paige, it's Lester. The place looked good. Nothing we weren't expecting. Can you get the intel together? Hard copies to go on a notice board. Yeah, plus all the equipment we spoke about. I'll be over to collect it with those people. Yeah. Charming as ever. Okay, see you soon. She's loading the hardware into the back of a truck. Tools for the job, things for you to wear. On a job, your attire will depend on the role you're performing. As the job gets more complicated, so will the uniforms. If you're likely to be seen by civilians, you'll be provided with a couple of masks. Then when you go into the bank, you can choose one that goes with your eyes. And hey, there's the added bonus of none of your favorite comic convention outfits being linked to a major crime. Whoop-de-doo. Alright, where were we? Masks. Paige. Oh yeah, we'll go over there, pick her up, and go back to your place to plan this thing. I can talk you through the planning board later. That might be helped by a visual aid. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. Listen to me, do what I say. Bullets go in here, come out there. And if you're ever caught, you keep your mouth shut. I couldn't resist. Hey, passenger seat. Did you get into their network? Good work. There's Paige. We're leaving this car, taking the truck. I should be using my cane.
Hey.
Now it's back to the apartment. Is it all there?
I think so. You want to get out and check? Go down the inventory? Or are you happy sitting there making a perfect butt imprint in your easy wipe seat?
I'll take your word for it.
Thank you. It should all be there. The clothes, guns, headsets, hold-alls, masks, the drill. The files with all the photos and surveillance work. Hey, there's enough here to make us all look real suspicious. Nice little conspiracy to commit robbery charge waiting to happen. Waiting to happen.
What, they're gonna charge us with thought crime?
Not so much thought as everything but the deed crime. We'd be caught with our